The room shifted the instant her sleeve slid back. Until then, she had been invisible, just another recruit standing straight in a long line of uniforms, eyes forward, expression calm. Boots scuffed the floor. Papers rustled, voices murmured. But when the dark ink on her forearm caught the overhead light, the noise drained from the air. One commander stiffened, then another. And within seconds, men who never saluted without reason raised their hands in unison. No one had expected that. Induction Hall smelled of metal polish and old concrete, the kind of place where careers began and egos were quietly broken. Recruits stood shoulder to shoulder, nerves buzzing beneath fresh fabric. She stood near the back, heart steady, breathing slow. Hiding had become second nature, not because she was afraid, but because some truths worked best in silence. Before I tell you what happened next, tell me in the comments where you're rewatching from. I love knowing who's listening. Her name was Mara Hale. To the officers reviewing the line, she was just a name on a clipboard. Average scores. No noise, no trouble. But beneath the uniform, lived memories that still woke her before dawn dust, stinging her eyes. Radio static crackling with broken voices, the weight of decisions made when there was no right answer. The tattoo wasn't decoration. It was a mark given once, under circumstances few survived. She had sworn never to explain it. Those who knew didn't need reminding. Those who didn't weren't supposed to. The inspection continued until a senior commander stopped in front of her. His gaze was sharp, practiced. He ordered sleeves rolled, routine, impersonal. Mara obeyed. The symbol revealed itself slowly, lines dark and deliberate, etched with meaning that lived far beyond ink. The commander's breath caught not loudly, but enough. He took half a step back. His eyes flicked to the insignia, then to her face, then to another officer across the room. Silence spread like a held breath before impact. Without a word, the commander straightened and saluted. The sound of boots shifting followed as others did the same. The room froze. Recruits stared, unsure whether they were allowed to move. Whispers tried to rise and failed. Mara felt heat climb her neck, not pride, not fear, but something closer to grief. She had hoped this wouldn't happen. She had hoped to pass through unnoticed. She thought she'd never see those reactions again. She was wrong. The commander lowered his hand and asked her to step forward. His voice had changed softer, steadier. He asked if she still carried the oath. Mara met his eyes and nodded once. Yes, that single word carried years with it. The room buzzed with questions no one dared to ask. Who was she? What had she done? Why salute her here? Some recruits felt awe. Others felt discomfort. Few felt resentment. Moral tension crackled in the air. Was it fair to single one person out? Did past sacrifice outweigh present equality? Mara felt it all, and none of it. She hadn't come to be honored. She had come to serve again, quietly. Recognition felt heavy, like a door she had already closed being forced open. The commander addressed the hall without revealing details. He spoke of service that doesn't announce itself, of courage that leaves no record, of people who walk among us carrying weight we cannot see. His words settled over the room, reshaping how they looked at one another. Training resumed, but the atmosphere had changed. Eyes followed Mara now, some curious, some respectful, some searching for proof she deserved it. It didn't have to wait long. During a live exercise later that day, everything went wrong. Simulated breach escalated when equipment failed and smoke filled the corridor thicker than planned. Radios cut in and out, shouts overlapped. Panic crept in where discipline should have been. Mara moved before she thought about it. Her voice wasn't loud, but it was clear. She redirected a team away from a blocked exit, steadied a recruit whose hands were shaking too badly to reload, pulled another back just before a collapsing panel hit the floor. Her movements were efficient, practiced, born from instinct sharpened under real fire. The unit began to follow her without realizing why. When the drill finally ended, coughing and bruised but safe, there was a pause, and scattered laughter. Relief. Someone clapped once, uncertain, but it spread not applause for heroics, but for survival. For a leadership that had appeared when it was needed most. The commander watched from the edge of the room, saying nothing. When Mara looked up, he nodded once. No ceremony, no spectacle. Respect. Later, as lockers slammed and voices filled the hall again, Mara sat alone for a moment, rolling her sleeve back down. The tattoo disappeared beneath fabric, as it always had. She wondered if hiding it was still possible now, or necessary. She questioned herself in the quiet. Is it right to keep the past buried if it could inspire others? Was silence humility or avoidance? The answer didn't come easily. It never had. As she stood to leave, a young recruit hesitated near her, nervous, unsure. Finally, they thanked her not for the salute, for the tattoo, but for staying calm when things went wrong. Mara smiled, small and genuine. That mattered more than anything else, because kindness doesn't vanish, it waits, and it finds its way back. And sometimes the truest measure of strength isn't the symbol you carry, but the steadiness you offer when others are afraid. If this story stayed with you, share your thoughts in the comments, and subscribe to Whispered Words for more mission stories about quiet courage, seen sacrifice, and the moments that reveal who we truly are.